Sell Your Car UK is back with another beautiful privately owned vehicle, and this VW Golf on a 57 plate has only had one owner from new. It's got a full service history, has done 61,000 miles and is a 1.9 TDI match DSG. That means it's got the automatic gearbox with sports and manual Tiptronic as well. It's got alloy wheels, electric windows front and rear, electric mirrors, air conditioning. This one even has a Parrot Bluetooth car kit that's been fitted by the current owner, and as you can see, it's in this gorgeous metallic black. It's got grey cloth interior, we'll get to that in due course. It's got some marks on it, as you'd expect from a privately owned vehicle, especially one that's 5 years old and it's done 61,000 miles. So let's go and have a little look up close and personal with this VW Golf. We'll start with the bonnet. And there are a couple of stone chips to be expected. Well, you can see me. Hello. Here are some stone chips, and there's also some very light scratches as well. It's been well cleaned and well polished and well looked after, so it is quite hard to show them up on camera. They are very faint and I'm being very picky. Hello again. You can see here are some more little stone chips if they're showing up. You can just see the clouds. It's a beautiful day. Down here on the front bumper there are some marks. You can see here there's a little tiny bit of scraping, some paint's come off as well. That does get a little bit worse over here, but these are tiny. And down here there's a bit, and finally that ends up here, just where the wheel arch starts. And the wheel arch, if we go around it, you can see barely, there's a tiny little bit of a lip just there, where it looks like it's had a bit of a knock, somebody trying to get out of a parking space. The wheels as well we'll come to in a moment. The wing mirrors, you can see they're pretty clean. Tiny little mark. The door, this is the passenger side. Again, you've got small little marks where people have perhaps opened their door into this one in a car park. To be expected. It happens to a lot of cars. And as we come along here, you can see maybe, hello. You can see maybe some little scratches. I'm trying to show you. There's one. They're very light. Maybe from somebody walking past it with a jacket or a bag. Little mark here by the rear door handle. It is a 5-door, this one. Very practical car, especially with that diesel and automatic. Little marks. I'm just showing you everything just so that there's nothing left to chance. You're not going to waste your time coming down here to see it. You know exactly what you're going to get when you do. You can as well check out our pictures, pardon me, on Facebook, facebook.com/SellYourCarUK.tv. And you'll find an album of photographs for this car. You can just see some more light scratches. I'm being very picky, but I'm also being very thorough. As I say, I don't want to waste anyone's time. As we come around the rear, you'll see there are some marks on the bumper, and that gets quite severe over here. It's nothing major, doesn't need a refit. You can leave it, the current owner has, where they've reversed into a low wall. We've all done it, and it's left its mark on this car, as you can see. But just to give you an idea of scale, that is that mark. You probably didn't even notice it when I was going around the car first time, and that's why I do this. Hopefully this is helping you out. There's a little mark there of greys. Again, probably taken off some paint when they've tried to leave a parking space or someone else has. And we're back now here on the driver's side. You can see a little scratch there. Not the van. Don't look at the van or me. Look at that little scratch there. And you can see here along the door as well. There is a tiny, tiny little dent. It's going to be very hard to pick up on this camera. There's one. Again, all from opening a door, you can see that. Oh, hello kids. People come to see what I'm up to. There's a little scratch down here as well. You can see that. And as we come round to the front again, look at this wheel arch here. We can see it's very clean, but there are very light, faint scratches. I don't know if these are even coming out on camera. Do check out the album on facebook.com/SellYourCarUK.tv. A couple more little stone chips and a little tiny mark just there. But if we step back from the car, you'll see that those just vanish. This car's in lovely condition for a 5-year-old. As I say, one owner from new, full service history, 61,000 miles. Now the family are selling this vehicle and it's currently just sat on their driveway. The tax expires at the end of this month of October, which is a day. In fact, by the time you see this, the tax might have already expired. It's not decided yet whether this car's just going to be sawn and kept on the driveway or if it is going to be taxed. The MOT also has only about a month left on it. The car will sail through its MOT though. And likewise as well, it could probably do with the service as well. It was last serviced November last year. They've serviced it regularly, but it might be due another service. There we go. I'm just being very picky here, but there is a tiny little dent. You can just see it there, where they have opened their door into somebody else's. Oh, see, we're all guilty of it. If we come round to the back, in true Sell Your Car UK style, we normally have the service history in the boot. Unfortunately, the seller hasn't provided the documents on the occasion where we've taken the car to do the full appraisal. However, he has proven to us that the car has a full service history, and we'll show that on the Facebook album. And it's got an MOT, as I say, until the end of the month, and it's got all the manuals, all the books, and 2 keys for the car as well. Let's be really picky now. Go down to those wheels. There is some curbing on them, again, as you'd expect. Again, check out the pictures on Facebook to get a really good look, but you can see here for yourself as we just go around this wheel quite quickly. There is some curbing here, and as well on the front wheel just over here. We're going to go around to the passenger side next, which is a little bit worse, as you'd expect, because most people parallel park on the passenger side. Again, I don't want anyone's time being wasted. This is the front. You can see here, this is a little bit worse than the ones we've already seen, isn't it? You can get these wheels refurbed. It would cost you about £60 per corner. Not per corner, but of course per wheel, to get that brought back to absolute new. And you probably pay about another £20 if you wanted to get some new centre caps as well. And over here at the back, you just see there's a little bit more marks as well as we go around that wheel. You might even want to replace these wheels altogether and put some lovely alloys, this black paint with some big alloys, and those 5 doors would be both beautiful and very practical as well. Okay, let's come around the driver's side as we have a look at this gorgeous Golf again, and you can see it really does look great. Beautiful car, and very, very popular. They're great to drive. This one drives beautifully. We can see down here we've got our electric windows and mirrors control. This is where you control your lights, and it's got a very funky dash. I like to call it an Audi style dash. And over here you've got your full stereo, and this is your Parrot Bluetooth kit, which gives you hands-free, and it's connected through the stereo. Pièce de résistance for me has to be this awesome DSG. That's a double clutch controlled automatic gearbox. Very popular on these models and very fun to drive. That little S is for sport, and that plus and minus means you can actually go through the gears yourself manually. The interior is in great condition. You can see the seats are absolutely lovely. There's no rips, no tears, no stains, no smells. You've got 3-point safety harnesses in the back, and you've also got ISOFIX points, so you can plug your little children in if you've got them. Loads of storage around here as well. You've got space in the glove compartment, little slot just here. Sorry, that's the armrest, little slot just here, and the glove compartment. And down here as well, you've also got a little 12-volt plug. This is your air conditioning. You can just see that there. And it starts first time. Give it a little turn. It'll come up and say it needs a service. As I say, it was last done in November. I need to shut the door. And there you go, it's telling us to service it now. So I would recommend a service. You could probably get this through a service for less than £100, and they'd get that little light off. It's not going to need a major one. So it's a lovely car. We don't drive them on this because obviously it would be dangerous. But you can come down for a test drive. Any inspections are welcome. All you need to do is get in touch, and there's only one place to get this car. It is being sold exclusively through Sell Your Car UK.